Good morning. Hopefully you did well with your angle bisectors. For today, we're going to move on to inscribed hexagons as well as equilateral triangles. Let's go ahead and get started. If you glue this in, this is going to be page 2 of your notebook, which is actually the third one down in your table of contents. Okay, to start off with, we want to talk about inscribed. So inscribed is when you draw a figure within a circle in this case, so that their boundaries touch but do not intersect. Okay? And I think if you look down here in the bottom right, you can see with this hexagon that the vertices, which is where two sides of a polygon meet, touch the very edge of the circle. They don't go beyond, and they're not in the middle or the inside of it either. Okay? Just a reminder, a polygon is a figure with at least 3 straight sides, and I should probably say equal angles. So when we talk about, the ones we're going to do are a triangle, a square, and a hexagon, but all the sides should be equal and all the angles should be equal. So that's a good way to check your work. And then finally, the vertex is where the two sides of the polygon meet, and those should touch the edge of the circle. So once again, if you look down here on the right, the vertices are all these lettered points, so A, D, F, etc. So for today's construction, you're going to go ahead and you're going to start by drawing the diameter. Remember, the diameter is the distance across the circle that goes to the center. In this case, we're going to label the two endpoints A, B. For today's notes, to help you remember the steps, we're going to repeat them for each circle. So our first step, once again, was draw the diameter, so go ahead and do that. And then we get to move on to the second step, which is adjust your compass to the radius CA or AC. So using CA as the center, so place a little metal clasp of your compass over A, which is on the left side. You're going to find the hole that goes to that center point C. Remember to use both the top or the bottom. So in my case, it seems that the top will be a slightly better fit. So once you find that hole, draw a half circle that goes through C. Okay, looking at number 3, we're going to repeat the first 2 steps. So you're going to draw the diameter, A, B. You're going to place the center of your compass at A and find the hole that goes through C. You're going to draw that half circle. Make sure your half circle at least touches, if not goes beyond the edge of the circle. Then you're going to do the same thing, so we're using that same radius for your compass. If you forget it, you can also place it on B and double check with it at C. But place the center of your compass at B and draw that same half circle. Okay, and then the final step is you're going to connect the 6 intersection points of the circle. So we're talking about the 2 ends of the diameter, as well as the 4 points where your half circles intersect or touch the edge of the circle. So you're going to connect the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points, and that is going to be, those are all the vertices of your hexagon. Okay. Go ahead and pause the video. Why don't you try the hexagons, and then we're going to talk about the equilateral triangle. Okay, so the challenge is, how could you use the construction of a hexagon to create an inscribed equilateral triangle? So without changing any of the arcs you've drawn, can you figure out the triangle? Well, rather than connecting all the points, if you connect every other point, so for example, if you connect D to E, E to B, and B to the top at D, notice we have an equilateral triangle. Just like we get the one facing to the right, if you connect F to G to A, you could also get a second equilateral triangle. As you're going through on today's notes, make sure you construct your triangles and hexagons in different circles. And if you want to make your life easier, then for the triangles, notice that we're actually using the diameter. So we're using this one. You don't have to highlight it on your paper, but we're using the diameter. And then we're just using one of the arcs. We're using that arc on the left and or the arc on the right. So if you want to make your life easier, just draw one arc and the diameter for the equilateral triangle. And then you're all set. Hopefully your constructions go well. Have a good day. Bye.